What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Vaporwood. Kennard here, coming at you with a look at a brand new product by Sigelei. Tonight we take a look at the 150 watt temp control device. What's up, people? You heard it right, man. Sigelei is jumping into the temp control market. Here we have the 150 watt temp control device. Asmodus sent this out for review. I want to give a big shout out to Tony from Asmodus for sending this out my way for review. Now, the version of this device that I have is a prototype, so some of the features that I show you may change when this device comes to market. But without further ado, let's get up close and personal with the Sigelei 150 watt temp control device. Alright guys, here we are up close with the Sigelei 150 watt temp control device. You can see it's got this white rubber sleeve on it. It's the same material that most Sigeleis come with. Very grippy. So if you're prone for dropping your mods, this might help you out. It'll also protect it quite a bit. I don't use it, and I will explain why here in a little bit. But for now, let's just go ahead and pull this off and take a better look at the device. It's a tight one. Anyway, here we are. Here's the front of your device. Nice ridged design. Looks pretty cool. Got your Sigelei logo down here on the bottom. Here's your main panel with your buttons and your display. Here's your back panel with your battery door. Got a little sticker up there. It says Sigelei 150 watt temperature control. Here's the bottom with venting for your batteries. Here's the top with your 510 connection. It has slots here for if you have an atomizer that takes airflow from the bottom. It's a spring-loaded 510. It's kind of dark in there, but I'll try to show you. That is spring-loaded. I'm moving it up and down, no problems. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first quick look. Let's take a look at the menu and some of the features. Just some quick specs, guys. 10 to 150 watts, 1 to 7.5 volts in power mode. It can fire resistances as low as 0.1 all the way up to 3 ohms. In temperature mode, it goes from 100 to 300 degrees Celsius or 212 to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. Requires a married pair of 18650 batteries, and it has a magnetic battery door. Now here's where your screen and your buttons and all that. They're nice clicky buttons. You can hear, very clicky, very shiny. I think these buttons are plastic. They have a nice chrome finish to them, and they are very clicky. Not too bad. I like them. But anyways, 5-click on. It says Sigelei. And you have your menu screen. It's in temp mode right now, so you have your temperature on the bottom left, your joules on the top left, the battery power level all the way to the left, your volts on the top right, and your resistance on the bottom right. It says no resistance because there's no addy on here right now. 5 clicks to get into the menu. And this is your toggle button for switching between menu options. And these are your accept buttons. So if I were to hit this button now, I shut it off. And that kind of sucks because I have accidentally shut the device off while I'm trying to change through the menu. But what can you do? Maybe they'll change it when the full version comes out. Anyway, 5-click on Sigelei. 5 clicks to the menu. And then toggle through. You have your mode. This is joules, which is your temperature mode. Power, which is your wattage mode. When you're in the joule mode, you will have these menu options. You can switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius. And then you can change your desired temperature. And this is to exit the menu. System is to shut it off. And it just goes back around. So we'll exit the menu. And there we are. Now in temperature mode, the temp range is 100 to 300 degrees Celsius or 212 to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. And these buttons here You can change your joules up and down. Mine is a prototype. It only goes up to 50 joules. The full version, when it comes out, will go up to 100 joules. I don't completely understand joules yet. From what I've read so far, I take from it that joules are kind of like the equivalent to watts per second. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. I would really like to learn more about this. But yeah, so mine only goes up to 50 joules because it is a prototype. The full version will go up to 100. All right, let's throw a device on there and let's check it out. I'm gonna throw the Derringer on there. I have a nickel coil in here. I'm very new to temp control. This is only my second nickel build, but it's not too bad. It's working. A little spaced action in there. 13 wraps. It's like a 0.1, somewhere around there. See the cotton in there is pretty dry, and I have it dry for a reason. I want to show you guys that the temp control is working. So here we go. Let's see. Alright, when in temp mode, you hold both of these buttons here to set your resistance. It'll read your coil. It's a 0.151. That keeps the setting in the board at what that resistance is. So you have the same vape experience pretty much all day. Because even minor differences in the resistance on a nickel build, you can really tell. And you can have an unpleasant vape experience. But yeah, so that's locked in. We got everything set up. We're going to go ahead and fire. Oh, she's firing. Maybe she wasn't all the way dry, but you see it died right down. There's barely any liquid on there. See your volts. Oh, there it goes. Dry coil, no liquid. Dry coil, no liquid. See, so it fires when there's liquid there, when it feels a little bit, but as soon as it's gone, it's done firing. And you can see, I'm holding the fire button right now, and you can see it's not burning that cotton in there. Coil is black, but that cotton is good. Crazy. Dry coil, no liquid. No burnt hits, no dry hits, guys. I haven't experienced it yet. Like I said, I'm very new to temp control, so I'm not by any means am I an expert at all, but it seems to work. Throw the Atlantis on there. Sits down flush. Everything I have so far I've sat down flush on this. It's pretty nice. But I have a nickel coil in the Atlantis, so we'll set the resistance. 0.13. Hit the button, and vapors. She's working. Not too shabby, and it looks nice on there too. Everything I put on here has actually looked really nice, whether it be a tank or a dripper. It looks pretty nice. Alright, now I'm going to throw the Dark Horse on here, because the Dark Horse has a regular fused clapped-in Canthal build in it. I have a fused clapped-in Canthal build in here, so we can check out some of the wattage mode. Alright, 5 clicks into the menu. Switch your mode to power. Exit the menu. And there you can see. Those are my last remembered settings from Wattage Mode as well. It does remember your settings for each mode, which is really nice. Hit the button, it got my resistance, 0.19, 4 volts. Your battery power over there. Now see, over here, when you switch to power mode, where your temperature would be, that switched to a percentage, which is your battery percentage. But it goes in 0.1 increments all the way up to 150. And if you hold the button, it just goes. When you get up past, I think it's when you get up past 100, it's just 1 degree increments. Yeah. And it goes all the way down. All the way down to 10 watts. You can really dial it in and get your preferred wattage for your preferred vaping experience. I always like to be around 4.2 volts, 4 volts, 4.2 volts depending. Yeah, I'm going to stay right there, 89 watts. Hit the button, vapors. Oh, that's an angry one, guys. I love that build. So, before we get back out of here, I want to show you, it does require a married pair of 18650s. Here's your battery door. Slides right off there. The magnets, you see magnets top and bottom. See magnets, top and bottom, one single magnet on each side. They're a bit weak. This door is really easy to take on and off, which is a good thing and a bad thing. When I am holding it like this and using my thumb to vape, I find myself pulling this battery door, not all the way off, but pulling it loose just like that. And that annoys the shit out of me. So I don't know, I wish there were some stronger magnets in there or some way to keep that from happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You've seen the battery door. Take this out, you can see the sled that the batteries sit in. You can see the construction. It's real nicely made, very nicely made. Pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a Sigelei device. Everything's clean. Nice battery contacts. Quality, guys. Quality, quality, quality. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll put it all back together and we'll back out and talk on it and vape on it. We'll get the pros and cons, the final thoughts, and we'll get on out of here. Alright, there you have it, folks. You've seen it, the ins and outs, the up close, the bits and bobs of the Sigelei 150 watt temp control device. I have to say, people, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I have a few small complaints, but nothing major. Real quick, let's get a rundown of these pros and cons. We'll hit them final thoughts and we'll get on out of here. Alright, real quick. First pro, spring-loaded 510. Now that's pretty much standard. So from here on out, spring-loaded 510s are no longer going to be a pro. If it's not there, it's just going to be a con. If it is there, it's, like I say, it's going to be a standard thing. Second pro, this grippy coating. I really like it. It's not quite, it doesn't make it quite feel rubber. It has that look to it, but it is very grippy. Makes it stay in your hand. I haven't dropped this thing once, and I'm notorious for dropping my mod. Pro number 2, the rounded form factor feels really good in the hand. No matter which way you hold it, it feels really good. Aside from the few little battery door issues that I have, fits really nice in the hand. It's comfortable. Last pro is a great price point for a high wattage temp control device. On the Asmodus website, they have this for $109.95. Alright, let's hit this list of cons real quick. First con, I don't like this raised up section where your atomizer will sit. I don't know why they just didn't keep it flat and keep a more traditional box mod style look. For me personally, I don't like it. It's a small aesthetic choice, but for me, it's not my cup of tea. I'd rather it be level, more like a box. Second con, the magnets in the battery door are kind of weak. I find that when I'm holding the device like this and using my thumb to click the button, which is the way I prefer to vape, sometimes I will pull that battery door loose and it comes right off. Not much to it to pull that right off there. So some stronger magnets in the battery door are definitely suggested. Last con for me, I don't like these ridges that run all along the body. I do think they look cool as far as design goes, but for me, if you're a bit of a sloppy dripper, which I am, the juice gets in these ridges and just travels all the way down your mod, and as it travels down, your fingers get wet, these buttons get wet, you get juice all over here, and when you have it sitting on a desk or your table or whatever, the juice runs all the way down the ridges and just pools at the bottom of your mod, which is no good, guys. No bueno. Alright, folks, it's time for some final thoughts. Overall, folks, this is a great device by Sigelei. Another great one by Sigelei. It works great. It performs exactly the way you would expect a Sigelei device to perform. Feels very comfortable in the hand, aside from the battery door issues. I wish they wouldn't have raised the section with the 510 here, but those are just minor design issues that I have a problem with. As far as functionality goes, it just works. I mean, it just works, guys. This is my first temp control device, so by no means am I an expert in any way in temp control. I'm still learning quite a bit. This is actually only my second nickel build in the Derringer here, but I like it. No dry hits, no burnt hits. I can go for days and days and days and it pops up. Dry coil, no liquid. I know when to rejuice. It's a beautiful thing, people. Now, I'm not sure when this is supposed to be released. It should be sometime soon. On Fast Tech, if you look it up, it says it's supposed to ship in 20 days. The Asmodus website is still taking pre-orders for $109.95. Now, there will be a direct link in the description box down below the video where you can go right to Asmodus's website and put in your pre-order for one of these. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly when it's supposed to ship. Should be sometime soon, though, from everything that I've seen online so far. All right. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out, and vaping with me today here on another episode of Vaporwood. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below or hit that like button. And if you want more of my videos, be sure to click that little icon. It's right down here in the corner, just a little guy. Click that, that'll get you subscribed up. You can stay up to date with the videos when I post them. Besides here on YouTube, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is www.facebook.com/Vaporwood. Twitter is @VaporwoodVapes. Also, I wanted to point your attention to a new social media platform. Well, it's new to me anyway. It might have been around for a little while, but it's called Vapedom. Like Kingdom, but Vapedom. Get it? Anyway, it functions very similar to Facebook. It's a social media platform for vapors. Anyway, it works a lot like Facebook with your profiles and your friends lists and instant messages and groups and stuff like that. So I invite you to go over, check out the vapedom.com. There will be a link in the description down below. You can go check it out, start a profile, and start meeting some new vaping friends. It's all a good thing, man. We're a community here. Most of us were smokers who were trying to quit, are trying to quit, have quit, made the switch. You know, it's all a good thing. And people to talk to. It could be another support system for you on your vaping journey. So definitely go check out the vapedom.com. Alright, that's really all I have for you tonight, guys. As always, keep chasing those clouds, my friends. Live long and vapor.